My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Sleazy DC. Did I increased this last time, and then it decreased itself again, I believe. Yes, oops, my bad. My apologies for the illegibility of the last episode. We'll be making up for it quite quickly here. Hey, that student's about to be dead. If I don't take a special care here to keep him around. Oh, healer, constantly rolling the heal side. I can't use that. So we'll take out the rats and just defend every target a wee bit there. Archer on top, rat in middle, and archer on bottom. Shouldn't be too difficult for us to take out. We have a thief with a 2 damage range attack as well. Having that very early on, extremely useful for us. I'm gonna take 1 mana from the healer because I know the student can only give me 1 mana as well. Yeah. So that gives me the ability to cast Slice this turn. Kill the rat, and then attack another one of the targets on the field, completely defending myself, and let the final archer run away. Herbalist or Evoker? Herbalist does have add growth to target side this turn. That's pretty good. It costs her action, but a lot of the time Actually, you know what this Herbalist really is? This Herbalist is a healer that you can go with on turn 1. Because they don't have, they don't have to wait for someone to take damage in order to heal them back up in return. They can give them regen, which will heal them for 1 at the end of every single turn. They can do poison. They can do 2 mana on 2 different sides. They've got growth. I'm taking the Herbalist. Immediately. Herbalist pick. Also, we'd chosen the Herbalist twice, so now we've unlocked 7 items. A regen potion. Replace the bottom side with heal 3, drink, and regen. Drink discards all of your potion items, so these are impermanent items. Titan's Bane adds Dispel and Drink. Dispel is remove all traits from the target this fight, so this is for specifically taking out bosses. I accidentally clicked past that because my mouse clicks too many times at the moment. Starts, unlocks, keyword, where are we? Oh boy! We actually got another thing that's worth looking at. Herbalist pick also gives us the mana potion, replace the rightmost side with 5 mana drink. Neat. Add drink and +2 to the leftmost side. Incredible. Cleanse potion, heal 5, drink cleanse on the right side. A revive the top 2 defeated allies drink. Huge. Potion shield. Replace the bottom side with 3 damage pain drink. Interesting. And then potion shard, that might have even actually been. And then 20 achievements. Completing any 20 achievements has given us 5 heroes. We now have Lost, a new character, Ruffian, Squire, Mystic, and Initiate. I'm not going to look deeply at any of those. We will look deeply at those when we get them. Three minutes and 30 seconds into the video is too early to start considering stuff like that in my mind. Brigand's not taking any damage this turn, so I do want them to try and deal some. I'll take poison if it's all I can get. There goes the wolf, and we defend the Vine is damage or heal 1, and that's the Herbalists. So 1 damage or heal 1, Vine. That's going to be a really, really effective way to get the Hydra down, as the Hydra will not be able to withstand it. I already have enough damage, so let's just let that fly. Bark Skin and Cleanse Potion. We immediately see our first Cleanse Potion. Replace the rightmost side with heal 5, drink, and cleanse, or Bark Skin. Immune to shields +2 max HP. I kind of want to just get Bark Skin and put it on the Herbalist. Give them more HP. They'll be able to use the regen to keep themselves healthy. Wait, hang on. Bark Skin. No, just immune to shields. Yeah, they'll be able to use the regen to keep themselves healthy. Buckle, defend yourself for 4. Student, do you even have a better side than that? Nope. Not right now. being able to reuse a side for Buckle would not be particularly effective. Ooh, interesting. I'm gonna add growth to the student so we can get more mana later. Then I do want to take out the Knoll as quickly as possible here. Because the Rat's very easy to take out next turn. Also, the Knoll is dealing the most damage there. And, of course, don't worry at all about the Goblin. The Goblin will die eventually. They do run away, they surrender, they flee, but they will eventually afterwards also die. I'm certain of it. Like, I'm not gonna do anything to make it happen, just eventually, you know? Bard and Mycologist both come up. I still haven't taken Mycologist, I don't think. Bard, though. Well, Bard's giving out stuff in AoE and getting a little bit of mana. I'll take the Mycologist. Picking new characters also unlocks new items and characters, so I think I should just hold to a rule of going to new things for a fair period of time here. However, I will also say, I can't just pick the new thing, because if I do that, I will kill runs, and finishing runs is also a way to unlock more stuff, so I'm torn. We'll be playing unlock percent and fun percent here. How about that? Sometimes those both coalesce to win percent, which oftentimes, in fact, they do for me. You know what? My college is getting the shield on turn 1. I will let them throw that. Thief, that's the best damage sign you get. Brigand, defending yourself is nice. Herbalist has a couple different better options available. Ooh, grow, that's great. Okay, put that on the self, shield, and damage side. Actually, hang on. The Buckle is going to full defend here, and that's because Buckle has a pristine side, which does 4 shield if they are on max HP, but only 2 if they aren't. So I think it could be effective and useful to leave that available for them. Mycologist, I guess I'll let you continue growing. Herbalist, you can also take the 2 mana there. Pretty happy with both of those. Buckle, that's enough to defend any target at the moment because only 2 damage to each target from the troll. Brigand. I mean, you do have a grown side, Brigand. I would like you to see if you can hit that. Alas, they cannot. So I am very slowly growing. I've got the Mycologist doing 2 damage and 2 shield. I've got the Brigand doing 2 damage and 2 shield on the same side, even. Okay, this is a lot of damage. In fact, it might even be just enough to murder him. Victory gets us a new mode, Paste. Don't know what that is yet. Fletching and Short Sword. Replace the 2 rightmost sides with 2 damage, or Fletching, add ranged to the leftmost side. Love it. Taking Fletching, and I will give it to the Brigand. They can now hit the backline for 3 damage that they need. Barrel in between a bunch of different goblins here, so we'll blow up the barrel and take down one of the goblins. The final one will flee. Barrel does have the most HP, so we can do that damage. 2 and 2 and 2. 1. Yeah, no, we're completely fine here, actually. Don't even need to try and push it with rolls. If I pushed it much further, could I possibly have gotten the kill in 1 turn there? Yeah, possibly. But there's no risk in just finishing it in another turn here. Neat. Alright, Thief, finish off the fight for us. Nice shot, indeed. Gambler or Sinew? We do not have any... Oh, hang on! Sinew, cleave chain, but I can also give it the keyword of range from Fletcher. Then the Thief is eventually going to need to have more range attacks in order to actually make that matter. This is also Sinew, who will have 4 damage exert. That's nice. If I had like any other cleave effect or anything like that that would also set up the Sinew, maybe. I'm going to take the Gambler, I think, here. Three damage range, I'll take. I'll take the 2 damage that decays as well on the Mycologist there. Buckle, that's your best block. Just use it. Growth. Interesting. I'm gonna add growth and decay to the same side at the moment, just to keep that even. The general idea here is I'm trying to get the Slimer to die with overkill as quickly as I possibly can. Unfortunately, the Brigand is not going to have any contribution to that, so it's down to the Gambler. With my mana, I can basically set the enemy to whatever HP value I want. It just comes down to the Gambler rolling... oh gosh, it would have to be a 5 in order to have any overkill there. Oof. Man, I'm really pushing this. And I ought not to. Alright, well, I guess grow that individual hit, and we'll just take out the Slimelet. Oh, I could have used Spore to get the extra +1. I keep forgetting that Mycologist does come with a spell. I know they are my wizard slot and all. But I never expected them to be competent. More damage. More damage. Grand. Slimer now dies with overkill, killing the extra enemy on the field, and then Slimelet dies too. We unlock Steady Hands, unlock an item, +1 to the leftmost side, as well as cannot be locked. And we also unlock Hidden Emerald. Kill 10 Slimers. It unlocks an item. Gain the effects of all tier 2 items on all other heroes, not potions. Scalpel. Red heroes only. +1 to all damage sides. I mean, that's +1 to the poison. That's actually reasonable enough already. Clumsy Hammer. Replace the top sign with 4 damage, heavy, and eliminate. So heavy, target must have the most HP, and eliminate, target must have the least HP. Taking the Scalpel there. I'm taking the one that seems like I can actually use it. Okay, 2 goblins, a snake, and a bandit here. We're going to be looking to overkill either... Well, overkill the snake, ideally. Buckle taking a huge hit this turn. I'll take my 3 mana. Heck, I'll even take another 2. Yikes. Oof. Very yikes. Looks like the only way to save Buckle is there one? If only I'd kept the 2 damage side on the Gambler, again, I would be able to try and manufacture a way to kill the snake correctly here. That was a mistake on my side. There's nothing else I can do about that. Oops, oops, oops. That's okay. That just all loads into the bank for later recognition of a better play pattern. At the moment, though, we deal with what we have. try some stuff. Kill the top liner there, just deal 2 damage, buckle, and then defend to keep you. Look, I don't love it, but if we overkill the snake this turn, doesn't matter. And again, I will learn from it. I'll lock that too. I've seen and not locked that enough times to regret my decision enough times to know the decision should be a different decision this time. Oh, I've gone cross-eyed. Okay, Vine and Spore. 2 damage there. We give Vine to the snake and then Spore to the Brigand. Kills the snake, makes the other 2 flee. Beautiful. Got him in the end. Gladiator and Knight. So the Brigand could have 2 damage ranged engage. That's pretty big. Oh man, that's really big. We could even make it grow sometimes by adding growth. Yep, taking it. Absolutely what I want. And there's going to be a lot of new targets on the field over the course of this fight because it summons them. This Slime Queen does. Growth, I think, especially at the start here, very important for us. I'd also like the mycologist to start rolling growth if possible. Do I want to lock the gambler on the 2 side? Yeah. That's good enough for me, especially in a fight that's going long. Gladiator, I still want you to get one of your engaged sides if possible. That'll do. I'm not just going to push it for the 1 in 6 of getting the perfect one. I just need some realistic outputs from these turns. Also, dealing less damage than summoning a Slimer on this first turn. Pretty good, because the Slimer is going to attack next turn if I summon it now. But if I summon it during the next turn, it doesn't get the opportunity. Gladiator, that would be really good if you were... yeah, being attacked at all. Mycologist, I would love you to attack. I basically knew exactly how that one was going to turn out. We kill the Slime Queen, and mycologist starts growing. Spread, my colony, spread. Oh, 2 damage with the effect there. Love it. Buckle? You should try and save yourself, I think. Herbalist. Let's be realistic. We're in this fight for a little bit longer. Mycologist, you should be realistic with the same. And now, if I just remove this Slimer, we get to keep a bunch more of our HP. Especially on the targets that have the lowest. Only 1 Slimer and 2 Slimelets left. Lock in any reasonable damage spaces I can find. Seems all good to me. Burst. Burst. Destroy that one, destroy that one. Then I've just got 2 Slimelets to destroy next turn. We're all good. Oh, 100% skill, says the gambler right there, and I can only agree. Calm down, says the gladiator, and I must disagree. We have anti-venom, immune to poison, as well as smelly manure. Smelly manure adds decay to all of the middle sides and growth to both the top and the bottom. Oh, decaying the engage? I guess in general that is kind of good in most fights, and growth on self-shield is pretty good in most fights as well. Decay on mana gain for herbalists. It wouldn't affect the poison single use and it wouldn't affect the growth, but it would allow heal regen to be a lot more powerful. That said, making someone just default immune to poison is pretty good too. So how do I exploit growth and decay more? Things that share keywords, things that benefit from having extra keywords. Reuse of abilities, so the ability to reactivate an ability in the same turn. I don't think I have enough. I'm taking the anti-venom. And we'll give that to Buckle at the moment. Yeah. Trying to keep them on max HP so that they can make everything pristine. Bones gird these imps. The imp does have a spike effect, so we could self-shield to try and harm them. Shouldn't need to, though. Buckle could be aggressive this turn, but I'd prefer them to be defensive as possible. I'm not going to push it past this point, though. And... okay, we got some stuff at least. So the Gladiator will strike Bones. Buckle will strike the other Bones. Herbalist takes out the Imp. And we just blow up the Bones on the top line. Yeah. I guess that's okay. It takes care of the fight. It's just not elegant. Eloquent. It's not elegant, and it's not eloquent. Or another word that starts in ELE. It's not elephant either. Let's be very clear. It doesn't ever go big horn. It don't go... Don't do none of those things. Not related to the Mastodon. Not related to that line at all. Just in case you were confused. Not many people are on that one. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, Gladiator, double damage on that target. And then Gambler, murder that Imp. And then Murder, and then Vine. It's all good. I didn't need to do that in any specific way. Hey, that's the Statoire. That's a statue. Oh, I don't have anything that could give it anything. I would just have a big block of nothing. Oy, boy. I really do want to take the statue. But I have no items that give it literally anything. If I had, like, the 2 short swords or anything. I can't do it. I gotta take the monk. I feel bad about it. In my soul. Well. Sniper, Fanatic. The Fanatic is going to be exerting themselves this turn. Unfortunately, that also means they're doing maximum damage. I guess the Gambler should take that attack away, but I don't know if the Gambler's going to survive doing it. It is their job, though, or rather the Monk's job to protect the Gambler like that. The Gladiator attacks and defends in equal measure. That's good enough this turn. Okay. We do need to just start working on the Fanatic as well consistently here. I'm going to double defend the Monk and pass the next round. All those redirected attacks go away from our Gambler towards our Monk. Our Monk is no longer being targeted by anyone because they are too low HP for it. Gambler rolls the 5 hit. Nice. That's the ability to start getting that Fanatic down this turn if I really wanted to. Herbal's giving growth to a side is kind of nice too. Especially if I can get... Actually, the engaged side doesn't really help me at all there. Let's roll one more time. Oh, interesting. I'm actually going to be able to save the Mycologist. Not that I overmuch want to right now, but I will. And then the 5 will just hit the Fanatic, and then I'm ideally just killing the Fanatic next turn. And weathering the storm elsewise. Gladiator saves themselves. Herbalist takes out the targets. Uh, 5 damage, very nice. I think I also do need to take that block. Oh no, but it only hits one target at the moment. No, I'm just going to push the roll on both of these. Eh, fine. So, ideally, the Fanatic dies and the Slimer dies? So how do I make this work? Because I only have... then we got Burst and Vine and Spore here. So if I Spore the Monk and use the Monk to defend themselves, that would damage the Sniper. I'm not going to be able to get through all of the Slimes in order to hit the Sniper in the back line. That's never happening. Okay, so that's not what I should care about as a priority then. Let's Spore the Monk and defend the Mycologist then. Gambler follows up with Kill. Doesn't look like I can save the Monk this turn at all. Because the Gladiator is already even living. And the backline is entirely inaccessible. Okay, fine. We'll just let the Monk go. Hopefully Mycologist rolls the Revive a Defeated Ally. Basically just a huge heal there, effectively, at that point. I say, before immediately denying them the opportunity to do so. Dragonhide Gloves and Shining Bow. Shining Bow says add ranged to all damage sides, and Dragonhide says copy the middle left side onto the top and bottom as well. The Gambler does get 2 like better whiff effects out of that, I guess. Oh, but Shining Bow, giving him range, the ability to hit the back line. Oh, it's so good. Doing the same for Gladiator even, and then just giving the 5 damage. Actually, that's what I want to do. Shining Bow goes to the Gladiator, and then the 5 damage range goes to Gambler. Especially because we've got a backline target here that needs to be stunned by taking 2 damage, and an on-hit damage dealing Spiker. Herbalist using a growth effect this turn seems great. Don't know what she's going to grow yet. Grow the self-defense of a Monk, maybe? Wow, jackpot indeed. That'll be the ability to take out the Wiz instantly. No Wiz. Hang on, I also need to, buff your self-defensive capacity there. And then, in fact, I'll just heal you 1 to keep you alive. Keep all the rest of that in the back pocket. Two mana, good enough for me. 2 mana, 5 damage, nice. Boy. Monk doesn't really have anything that I want them to hit right now, yeah. Because that'll kill the Monk in order to do. Because they're dealing damage with the repel effect. That said, they don't even need to get involved, as I just follow at the bursts and kill. Shaman versus Stalwart. Oh, intriguing. So Stalwart does give us the ability to get some cleanses. Shield 3 cleanse, shield 3 cleanse. Also has shield 2 cleave, shield 2 double use, and a 5 damage exert. It's not awful. Pretty big upgrade on the monk for us right now. And then there's also Shaman, which is replacing the herbalist. Ooh, that hurts to do. Oh, interesting. Hang on. We'll look at this in just a sec. Is replacing the herbalist, has a 5 heal with vitality, a 10 heal, a 2 heal with mana gain, a 3 damage growth, and a 3 shield growth, but also the spell Ritual for 4, heal 2, and cleanse cleave. So heal 2 and cleanse 2 in cleave. That might be all that I need. The herbalist would lose out on part of the effect from the scalpel because we wouldn't be using poison anymore. We would just be adding 1 damage to the growth side. But that also puts it over the edge where it's now 4 damage by base, which is huge. I'm taking the Shaman for that reason. The person who I want to live the longest? Actually, probably the mycologist. So that they can try and revive allies. Actually, that might not even help them in that way. All right. I like this team, especially with the Shaman already having the 4 damage hit. Very important for these bones. Ooh, baby. Love that. We'll take the instant kill on one of the bones from the gladiator. I mean, the monk dealing 2 damage with a 1 defend here, it's good enough. Okay. So I want to save health on the bones. Sorry, on the gladiator. So I'll target the bones on the bottom. Use the monk to defend the gambler. The Lich is about to summon 2 bones, so ideally I want to try and save as much mana for next turn as possible. So, but I also want to leave fragile bones to take damage. I'll kill this bones, and the next turn they'll spread out, and then I'll do more. Heal 5 with vitality. Should probably put that on the monk, who later on in this fight, I imagine, will be commanding attacks to hit themselves, rather than any of our squishy affair. Oh, baby! 100% skill on all of these rolls. Incroyable. Yeah, and take the damage away from the Shaman. That's a perfect roll first roll. Just gonna remove a bunch of these, if you don't mind. Hang on. Actually, I think that 5 should go through first. Then we take out those 2 targets. Because I want the excess damage to have gone to the bones rather than to the Lich. And I do care about saving the 4 HP on the Gambler, so now I will use Burst. I forgot, I don't have Vine anymore because I've got the Shaman instead of the Disciple? Can't remember who they were. Priestess? Oh, I don't think it was a priestess. Druid of some kind. That's a lot of enemies. Good damage. That's damage enough to kill a target on the field, and that's enough for me. shielding effect, also pretty good. Wonder if I should just lock all of these. Let's have the gladiator to begin with. Start taking out this top side. Okay. Then we have a couple of different ways to try and save the gladiator. I want to do that and then save the gladiator with a max HP if possible. And then next turn I'm trying to use ritual in this middle line in order to cleanse off the debuff that they will have achieved from the weaken. And the best way for me to do that is to hold onto all of my mana this turn and just guarantee the mycologist can give it to me. I made sure the mycologist was going to have the ability to give me any mana this turn with the cleanse prior to it. No, push. Pretty good hits. Through and through, but not mana. Well, we didn't get the mana, but thankfully we still have enough. Thanks to the growth and large effects that a lot of these people have. Actually, hang on. I probably should have done that earlier. Yes. So that we do the extra damage to the remaining bones on the field. Oh, they weakened me again? Oh, boy. And the mycologist got weakened this time, so I'm not going to be able to cleanse this. Well, I guess I could, theoretically. Big heal. Oh, boy. Okay, Gambler, take down that boss. We'll give the mycologist the ability to do anything, and then ritual our way through here. And now everyone's healthy and happy and having a good time. Beautiful. Lich has barely any HP left. Mycologist has barely any mana left as well, to be fair. A lot of people are targeting red. I will defend red with my life. Oof. That's what we call a big oof moment right there. Monk, defend the Shaman. Just going to instantly murder the Lich. Defend the Gambler. Then ideally we kill the center target and focus on the top next round. Beautiful. Took a little bit more labor than I wanted it to, but we had enough resources by the end, thankfully. Yeah, that's enough. Defend red and burst the top. Beauty. Silver Pendant and the Glyph of Purity. Silver Pendant is incoming for all shields is 2. Or +2 to all incoming shields, to say it correctly. That would work for the monk quite effectively, as the redirect all attacks and effects themselves, then give themselves self shield, so it gives them 5. There's also Glyph of Purity. Add cleanse to the top and bottom sides. Cleanse, reduce negative effects by 3. Well, by 3. By whatever it happens to be. Interesting. Just because I have the Shaman that already gives us the Cleanse Cleave, I'm going to go with the Silver Pendant instead. I mean, the Mycologist has a growing space. The Shaman has a growing shield space. I wonder if it's possible that the gladiator upgrades into someone who has like scrapper spaces. What are they called? Steel damage spaces. And then I can just give them the shields and give them a bunch of steel and have them murder everyone. We've got 2 basilisks that we're up against at the moment as well. They have petrify, turn the attacking side to stone on hit. That will not affect our ranged attacks though. If I let the gambler just settle for this, I can take out the snake with the shaman. That's good enough for me. All right. The monk is currently not being targeted by the poison, so I will make them get targeted by the poison because they're immune to it. All good. Although I am going to be taking out the snake. It's the other basilisk is also dealing poison, so that could have been bad. That could not have gone better for us. We got 2 of our growth sides to grow. We only took 1 damage. We took an enemy out. I mean, the monk can fully defend the gladiator with just that, so again, let's do it. Mycologist is going to petrify that side if they use it, so growing a attacking side for the mycologist doesn't make sense here. Yikes. I mean, I can lose the 1 damage side. It's not great. Thankfully, I have cleanse, making this fight a lot easier, because this could have been real bad otherwise. Okay, monk, you'll lose that side, but it's pretty good. Too good not to use right now, I think. Oh, baby! Speaking of too good not to use. Big hit for you on the top side. Another big hit. Gonna burst to cleanse you. Do some defensey stuff. Another 5 damage. I'm so glad I have these ranged hits, otherwise I would be basically out of resources for this fight, because the mycologist is losing mana every turn. Only making it harder and harder and harder. And down goes the basilisk. Dancer and poet. Interesting. Ooh. The dancer could make the deal 1 damage to all enemies rampage pain. They could make that ranged. That's actually really, really big. However, if I can't also make that like a larger effect, does that matter that much? It's got to be ranged and also have some damage up, I think. And then there's the poet rather than the monk. They do give a side the ability to be reused, which is pretty good when you've got, you know, big growth effects. The mycologist is going to change soon enough and isn't going to have any more. They also have shield 1 cantrip, which could benefit them quite effectively if it happens to target them with a silver pendant on. Honestly, I think I need to change the gambler. The gambler has been very effective when it hits the 5s and nothing when it doesn't. So that's very much what they're for. I understand that, but I'm choosing to play around it now. 3 ogres and a bandit. Oh boy. Those ogres are going to make one another very annoying. And AoE damage is like really bad actively for trying to deal with them. That's pretty good though. I'll take the best side. So 4 damage, and then 2 damage, and then I do a rampage, and then I do another rampage, and then like all the ogres would be very close. that means that my cantrip could end up doing awful things to me. No, I can't do that. I need to take down one ogre each turn, basically, and leave the other ones healthy. Okay. Just 1 second, though. Is there a way where I could get overkill on a ogre this turn? I don't think there is. For the record. 4, 4, and 2. If we use the burst. 4, 4, and 2. 4, 4. Well, actually... Yes. Yes, we can. Let's give it a go. Going to Decay Dance's effect here. 4 damage... 2 damage, 2 damage, and then Shaman kills, making the bandit run away. Incredible. It's so damn effective. Couldn't have been better. Do I just lock in a 2 there? Yeah, I think I just lock in a 2 there. That's good. I mean, I know it's hitting everyone, so I'll defend. 5, then 2 on the top line, and we just hold, kill the ogre in a single turn next turn. Well done, team. No need to overdo it. Okay, that turn didn't end as well as it started. I do have enough resources for kill if I use another decay. There we go. Cauldron. Add right and +1 to the middle left side. Again, that is +1 for each unused ally, and they will skip this turn. Huh. Wow. What would that do with the gain 1 reroll cantrip? Would it, if it hits that side, disactivate all of my other characters and give me 5 rerolls? It's not useful, even if that is the case for me. But also, after that, would I get extra rerolls because they're unused, or do I have to have active heroes that I can unuse for the sake of right? Erythrocyte, however, is replace the middle left side with shield 0 flesh. Bonus is equal to your current HP. I'm gonna take a random tier 7 actually, I think. Ogre Blood. Add Bloodlust to the middle left side. Bloodlust. Bonus equal to the number of damaged enemies. Oh, that's good. Okay. Well, here's a couple things we could do. We could give that to the cantrip, right? And then if anyone takes damage to the cantrip daggers, then the cantrip reroll will get extra rerolls for us, and we'll just be able to be very, very, very choosy. That's one thing we could do. We could also give it to the Shield 1 Repel. Get some damage out on the general AoE with something like a damage range rampage, etc. And then the effective Shield 5 Repel Bloodlust. I think we'll start with it on Dancer, because this fight has a lot of enemies that are not particularly going to care about having shield large numbers effectively against them. And 3 of them target directly, only 1 of them does AoE attacks. Super cool. Shaman big defend. We like it. Let's go for a single reroll here, see what we can get. And I really do want to push a lot of damage on the on the War Chief if possible. Oof. Awful roll, Mycologist. Let's have the Monk take that away from the Mycologist so that they survive. The Shaman defends the Dancer. I'll take out... Yeah, I guess it's got to be the War Chief on top. While they're giving +1 to all sides, I pretty much just have to prioritize the War Chiefs. The immunity to poison that the Monk has been able to take away from other targets, like having immune to poison and then redirecting poison attacks themselves, has been incredible. Hugely powerful for us. Unfortunately, none of the enemies are damaged at the moment, so the reroll cantrip only gives us 1. Ah, there we go. One of them's damaged now. Oh, and we did get an extra reroll out of it. That's fine. That should be fine too. Okay. I'm gonna moiter this ghost. Absolutely moitilate him. And then both of you are attacking orange. I think I'm just gonna Heart Burst to save the Shaman, unfortunately. Right. That might need some thinking then. That's still the best thing I can do to the ghost. I also can't give shields to the Shaman, so yeah, no, they're going down this round. Okay. I guess I'm okay with that. Dang. 1 mana off being able to kill the Slate there too. Nice. Oh my god. Rampage. And another one. Beautiful. Granite and Sorcerer. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Sorcerer. 1 mana cantrip, 1 mana cantrip, 1 mana cantrip. Gain 1 mana reroll. Sorry, gain 1 reroll cantrip as well. And has Miasma. Deal 1 damage, poison, and cleave. Up against Granite here. Who is just an upgraded monk. A very, very effective upgraded monk. And does have a scrapper side. Oh, but I really want Sorcerer. I love the idea of this Sorcerer. I'm taking it. It's too good. We've got multiple people with cantrips and bloodlust and rerolls, and we might just be able to reroll and kill enemies that way. I don't know, not yet, but maybe in the future. Maybe just a little bit more. See, that's a free reroll, and it damaged one of the enemies. Shaman locks in her best space right now. Oh my god. I'm gonna get the monk to take this damage away from the gladiator because they can prevent all the poison as well. The damage AoE is great. And we've got another reroll and mana. Cool. Let's go 2 damage against that target. Remove him. Then 2 damage against this target, remove him, then remove the next one, then remove the next one. All the way down to Tarantis. And then sure, I'll do 1 more damage for 1 more of my own HP as well on the Dancer. Taking out all of that on the first turn? Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's give the 5 vitality as well as the defense from this. Actually, no. We shouldn't have done that. Because in 6 damage, the Tarantus is going to just kill the topmost enemy, so the Dancer is dying that way anyway. So what I really want is actually just to deal as much damage as possible. They can't even redirect it, so... this'll have to do. And bye-bye to our top lane. Something I was also working my way up towards there is if the... oh, because the Mycologist was the one who had the revival side. Never mind. We don't have any ability to bring back the top line. Having it killed and then bringing it back instantly is just... it's just a full heal, basically. It's pretty good. Yeah, we can push reasonably on stuff like this. Yeah, nice, what is it? 12 damage you're dealing? 1 damage you're dealing, excuse me? Nice 1 damage you've dealt. Realistically, they're not getting past the next turn, so I don't need to use poison. Goodbye, Tarantus. It was acceptable knowing you. Oh my god, reroll, reroll, reroll. And again. There we go. Boom. Scorpion Tail adds Weaken and Pain to the top and bottom sides. So Weaken and Pain. So you're taking the damage, but you're also weakening the enemy. Ranged Weaken Pain Self-Shield. Doesn't sound bad. The other is Greatsword. Replace the middle left side with 5 damage Inspired. Inspired times 2 if the previously used dice this turn was higher. So what's higher than that 5? Growth from the Shaman eventually? As well as heal 10? Other than that, no, we just have really low stuff. I think it's Scorpion Tail for us, and I think it goes on the Gladiator. Unfortunately, that petrifies that side. I'm going to take the growing. Also just going to lock the ability to stun the whiz in the back line. I can use this to defend myself as well as deal 1 damage to the troll and the basilisk. Rampage doesn't really do me any favors right now. Unfortunately, the basilisk just immediately turns it to stone. Not like it was otherwise going to be particularly effective, though. Okay. Monk, defend thyself. Whiz, taste thy steel. I don't want to have to work through the basilisk first. Ugh. I don't want to have to work through the basilisk first. I'm gonna go for the troll here. I don't want to lose all of my sides to petrification. That quickly, at least. There's ranged effects. That'll give us the ability to kill that back line. Taking the extra reroll. So, petrified. You have 1 petrified space. You can undo that to yourself as well as get some good defense. Love it. Let's get a range attack out there. Then Miasma will make sure that the troll is no longer regenerating HP and takes out the whiz in the back line. Troll and basilisk remain. but not for long. Now my ranged hits can be appropriately targeted at the Basilisk. Oh, 3 rerolls gained from that. Thank you very much. Oh my god, another 3 rerolls, and we get cantrip mana. More cantrip mana. This is exactly what I was hoping for the whole time. More rerolls, more rerolls. Oh my god, more rerolls and mana again. Oh my god. This is so good. Ah! Mana Storm! Accumulate 10 mana. Unlocks an item, Mana Jelly. Adds single use and cantrip to all mana sides. Super cool. Let's keep going. And Monk defends red for the most impact. Gladiator weakens the Basilisk. Miasma into 1 burst on the Basilisk. Rampage AoE effect. 2 times, and then just burst. Burst. Miasma for the kill. Honestly, I could have done it any number of different ways. Oh, the Barbarian! This is the class I was talking about previously. I think it was last episode, actually, at this point, with the eye patch that I could have gotten for them. The eye patch would have given them the ability to use this without dying, because it would just cancel out the keyword, you die. Alternatively, we do just have Keeper. Keeper has steel shields. Sorry, shield 5, steel. So if we give them the silver pendant still, they get any amount of shield, it gives them a huge amount of shield, and then they give an even larger amount of shield to someone else. Not a bad way to make it go. Also, add self-heal and self-shield to a side. I mean, add self-heal and self-heal to a side would mean that Rampage Pain ranged can be, like, much more effective. There's also these bloodloss effects on the Barbarian, which kind of combo reasonably with that, as well as the cantrip damages. Barbarian, do you have access? You do have actually decent access to healing through the Shaman. I think I could take either of these. I think I will take the Keeper, though. Okay. I think I'm going to add Bloodlust to the middle left side for the Sorcerer, because I think it's possible the Dancer ends up dying due to, like, throwing daggers consistently at only the Spiker or something like that. And I just don't want to have to deal with that possibility. We're up against 4 Wisps, a Spiker, and a Troll. 3 of you are targeting the same target in the gray, so that's a good response. Shaman, your best side is either attack or defend or vitality. It's anything except for heal. So you have many places to go upwards from here. Oh, we even got 2 rerolls, baby. From the Bloodlust on that. Weakening the Troll just to make sure that instead of doing 2 damage to everyone, they're doing 0 damage to everyone. Seems good to me. And then we'll just have our cantrip classes cantrip for a while. Can you do the cantrip? Can you do the cantrip? I mean, actually, the Rampage is really good, though, if I can get it. Damn. Could have gotten another one. Okay. Let's start with the obvious stuff. Keeper, hit yourself. Then I'm going to try some stuff. Gladiator, if you strike that wisp, then the dancer can do the AoE effect like that. And then I can go miasma on these 3 targets, and then the dancer can do the AoE effect again. And then I can do burst on this target, dancer can do the AoE effect again. Well, I'll be damned if that didn't just remove all of the most annoying parts of the field. I thought this was going to be way more of a problem for the dancer. I forgot that I did make their ability ranged, so they aren't taking the on-hit effect from the spiker there. Whew! Thank heck. Good thing Ryan 40 minutes ago thought about that, so Ryan now can be dumb and just coast. Mm-hmm. Speaking of dumb and just coasting. Yeah, a little bit more mana out of that. Oh, a little bit more mana out of that. Oh my god, a little bit more mana again. Use blocks and 1 miasma. Attack there. Oh. Oops. Clicked off screen there for a second. Spiker is attempting to flee after all the trouble you gave me. No way. Absolutely not. You must die. Oh god, am I not going to roll any damage at all? While that would be hilarious. Alright, there we go. Good kill. Angel Feather adds rescue to the top and bottom sides. Helmet power. Double the pips of the leftmost side. Double the pips of 1 mana cantrip is kind of okay, but is it great? 2 damage to all enemies. Pretty good. Angel Feather, add rescue to the top and bottom sides. Keeper just has 5 damage steal. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. And then immune to poison will be the sorcerer. This is good. The keeper is just going to be able to keep everyone kept. Okay. I do probably want the ranged attack here with the weaken. It's a good defensive hit for the Shaman to pick up. Okay, so that rescue is going to save the Gladiator and then defend the Sorcerer entirely. So it goes like this. Rescue, and then keep them from having any awful times. Prevent the Banshee from doing as much poison as they were intending. In fact, I'll just target the Banshee down first. I know the demon is summoning imps. In fact, both of the demons are summoning imps, and that's kind of annoying. But the Banshee is going to prevent me from casting any spells. As well as poisoning all of my people. It's all bad. Oof, a lot of incoming damage here. 5 extra rerolls unlocked, though. Yeah, I'm just going to wait until the dancer gets the AoE hit. And I'm going to figure it out with the shield and self-heal stuff. Yeah, 4 on the Shaman seems good. No, we can push that further, I think. Gladiator takes the range and reroll. Push further. Gain. Got the reroll back. I really hope I get Rampage before the end of this. It's entirely possible I don't. And I don't. Oof. We'll still take out the Banshee immediately. And now 2 damage is going to every target on the field from this demon, so I can prevent that. And then if I use Miasma 3 times on the bottom line, I can take out the Imp and the Sniper, as well as start dealing with that demon effectively. Or I could even let them deal their damage in order to use another one to a different target elsewhere. No. I just need to save some matter of HP at this point. Looks like our Sorcerer has also had inflicted upon them inflicted pain. Adds pain to all sides this turn, so as soon as they roll, bye-bye Sorcerer. Unfortunate. But sometimes that is how it goes. I mean, there's the range and the AoE effect, but it's a bit late. Okay. The Sniper is currently targeting someone who is extremely deceased. Not alive. Which is going to make it pretty tough on them, I think. Ah, right, of course, that managed to kill the target that was facing the gladiator there. Good. Didn't really get much use out of the rampage there at all, but we did manage to survive the turn. Which at this point must be good enough. I mean, save them and rescue is pretty great too. Save them. Save them. Oh, that didn't save them? Okay, hang on. Oh, that nothing can because they're poisoned. Got it. Oh boy. Well, is there any better series that I can do here? Yes, there is. That is attack the imp, ranged AoE, ranged AoE, ranged AoE. Wanderer versus Curator. This is also going to be our final battle, I believe, up against Hexia here. Warrior versus Curator. So the Curator has Rampage sides, Pristine sides, Cruel sides, Ranged Engaged sides, a Cantrip side, Death side as well. Whereas the Wanderer has +1 at the end of each turn, 2 error sides, as well as an Inflict Plane single use. So, I mean, that's, 8 damage to Hexia if they use the wrong thing at the wrong time. Also has 1 damage quad use, which really we would want to be able to synergize with that if we were planning to use that character. One thing that would have synergized with that is growth, give growth, but we don't have access to that right now. I should also think about the fact that the Gladiator is also going to be losing their Scorpion Tail to someone else likely here. It should probably be the Wanderer, I think. The error sides give us a sense of inevitability over the course of the rest of the fight. Is this what I want? Am I comfortable with this? I will say Bloodlust on the middle left side for the Wanderer would give us the ability to do some pretty sick stuff. But the thing is, the Wanderer doing huge damage with its own poison is a great way to die to Hexia. Weaken and pain to the top and bottom sides. That'd really harm the Dancer to be doing. I'd have to focus on healing them consistently. And they're not ranged hits even. Because this can be ranged. In fact, it already is with the Shining Bow. So we would leave the Shining Bow on the Wanderer, and then we would throw the Ogre Blood onto them as well. But then I don't know what I do with the Scorpion Tail. What if it's like... What if it's something like this? Oh, we get pain on the shield side? But we don't get the weaken effect, unfortunately. So the Shaman just has the ability to knock people pretty effectively. No, I think we need to return to the original plan. And just hope it goes okay. Again, Hexia is going to be dealing damage equal to the damage that we deal to them back to us. And also, whenever mana is spent, they'll deal that much damage to our character on the bottom line. Yeah, getting max HP I think is a really good idea for the bottom liner right now as well. For that same reason. Okay, Wanderer, you strike the top line, and then I'll do a Rampage. And then I'll Miasma, do another Rampage. And one more Rampage. Looks good to me. I would love here to get the big heal and just heal up the Sorcerer massively. I'm gonna have to push for it. Rescue side is huge. Heal side is huge. You're about to try and do too much of an effect to me. I need to weaken you. Okay. First we save the Dancer. And then we save the Wanderer. And then we also protect the heck out of the Sorcerer. Getting 15 shielding that turn from just that one side. I think definitely showing the value of picking up the Keeper here in the Angel Feather. Oh. Okay, that just slipped away from a soundtrack from Into the Breach to some of Ben Prunty's other work, which might be in the copyright system. If it is, oh no. Oh dear. If there's been weird silences earlier on, that'll be what did that. Oops, my bad. Oops, 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 oops. Ah. Oh gosh. And etc. and so on and so forth. No! Why didn't want to... Ah! That reroll killed me. How did it do it? On hit, takes equal damage to what I took. I thought it had 3 health. I stopped paying full attention for a millisecond there, and I've been punished to death, I think. Well, it's possibly punished to death. We'll see. We'll see. This has... How many more uses this time? Oh, enough to kill the demon by itself. Good. I feel like I should also poison the target again this turn with the miasma. I mean, they have no friends left on the field. They're not summoning any friends at the point. Wanderer. Has the ability to completely weaken them this turn. Incredible. Okay. Let's save the Sorcerer, and then Wanderer, you can shield and weaken. Chaos++, use a side with 6 keywords. This having, Arrow, Weaken, Pain, Ranged, Self-Heal, and Self-Shield. What have we unlocked for that? The Chaos Wand, a level 9 item, replaces the middle left side with 1 damage, single use, cleave, engage, self-heal, weaken, and vulnerable. Oh boy! Oh man, do I want to see that item. And hey, we may get a chance relatively soon, because this looks like we're coming to a successful victoire here. Hang on. That's fine, that's fine. Hey, we got one of the arrow sides, that's all good enough. Boom! Goodbye, Hexia. Hello to Spines. We've killed 20 imps, we unlocked a monster in the Thorns there. We'll see that in a later episode. But until such a time, let me just tell you that my name has been Rhapsody, and the name of the game has been Slice and Dice. There is a playlist in the series, top left, YouTube recommendation down below, string past the names of the people's joint supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays, and above the thanks here, and a special thanks this episode to Sorathil. Hopefully you all been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.